Hello, good morning, assalamu alaikum. Those who are following me, kindly subscribe to my channel for captivating content. And yeah, it's another sad day for West Indies cricket fans because a lot of expectations were there from their fan that they were going to clinch the series and ensure that give themselves chances to qualify directly for the Men's World Cup 2027 for the next year. But now things are going tougher and even tougher for the Caribbean side because already we know that the IC has brought some changes to their structure for the 50 and 20 over T20 World Cup and 50 over World Cup. So it would be quite challenging for them that how they finish this series. Still, they have the chance to clinch the series victory, but now they will head to Barbados, the West Indies, and the Black Caps. But they didn't learn from their past outing. Once again, they comes to the spin bowling, and it was once again Jaden Lennox who had absolutely perplexed the West Indies in no time. And once again, he outfoxed their captain, Sheho. And nobody couldn't show significant resistance for the Windies and they skittled out for 140. And you can imagine that how placid the conditions were that the Black Caps have, I reckon, finished their equation inside 38 overs or what. So very, very close. And they lost 4 wickets. So they won by 6 wickets. Now they spearhead the host team by 2-1. And it was once again their senior players. First, it was their openers had a good start in a chase. Henry Nichols and Will Young. Yeah, of course, Henry Nichols stitched 28 runs, and Will Young scored 23 runs. I reckon Henry Nichols scored 24 runs. Will Young scored 23 runs, and of course, Daryl Mitchell was once again very brilliant, stitched a elaborate 28, and once again the Test captain rose to the occasion, scored unbeaten 31, and also well spotted by the fellow batter. So I would like to say that the New Zealand were absolutely the New Zealand team were absolutely amazing because they stick to their plan. They know that they really need to adapt to the conditions, embracing patience and believe in the process instead of panicking and dragging themselves into hiccups. So absolutely they were spot on with their plans and what I said the last during the last match that there is a dire need to learn the discipline of the mind, which absolutely I believe that the West Indies really need to work on this. The Darren Sammy is inspired, and Darren Sammy and Shea Hope inspired Windies really need to drag them out of the doldrums because it is heartbreaking to see that where they are standing, and now it is becoming more challenging for them to directly qualify for the next year's World Cup. They are struggling to find themselves in top 10 spots in ODIs, though they are still very brilliant in ODIs and played seriously good cricket in tests to lead 1-0 against Sri Lanka. And now they will take on Pakistan after that series, and that would be challenging for Pakistan as well because the Windies played record-breaking innings in Test. But right now, the concern is in ODIs because it is pertinent to note that they already missed the opportunity to feature in 2023 World Cup, which was happened in India. So their fan base is such that they do not want their team to snub the World Cup once again. They are quite emotional. They love game. So everybody, not only the Caribbean fans, but other than the people outside the Caribbean, they really love to see West Indies because the kind of cricket they offer in the mega events phenomenal most of the times. So that is quite disappointing performance, and you got to lavish praise on Jaden Linux, the way he executes his bowling skills. And by the way, uh, totally 14 wickets have fallen in the third ODI, and out of 14, 13 wickets have been scooped up by the spinners of the both sides. This shows that how friendly the wicket was, the conditions were for the spinners, and they improvised that. And those who are saying that, yeah, I agree that why the youngster uh, loss, vital loss has been inducted, but once again he was spot on. Though it is expected that he will bowl some jittery deliveries, but he scooped up 3 wickets and just gave away less than 40 runs. And even once again, Carey Pierre was brilliant, economical, superb, splendid. He bowled 10 overs and I reckon he just conceded 26 runs. And even Godakesh Moti, though he remained wicketless, but was quite tidy with the ball. Uh, and this shows even Bracewell was brilliant with the ball. So but problem is that the West Indies haven't learned from their previous defeat, and now they are on the verge of losing the series. They turned out to be a good side in the recent times in ODI formats. They even beaten us Pakistan in ODIs, but now all of a sudden they lost one match to Sri Lanka, and two matches were not held unfortunately due to rain. But now they are giving jittery performances. But what about India? They really uh, started off things brilliantly at the back of brilliance by Shubman Gill, but in the second ODI, India were done and dusted. And once again, it was their veteran, the very best contemporary, Joe Root, rose to the occasion, scored 99 runs. Amazing player, Joe Root. And England won comprehensively. Clinical victory for England by 4 wickets, though they had a jittery start, but they staged a strong recovery. And Indian bowlers were clueless, absolutely clueless, and disappointment in their dugout. And their fans are disappointed, their cricket analysts are disappointed, and so did Vikrant Gupta. So does Vikrant Gupta, who said that 3 or 4 weeks are quite tough for Indian cricket and they couldn't deliver to their fans' expectations. The world champions, they won World Cup, they won Champions Trophy, but the things are not working for them right now. And now about regarding Rohit Sharma, who is reportedly asked to bid farewell to ODIs after the Lord's ODI, according to Gupta and other reports. So he's also quite disappointed that what he's listening from the Indian dressing room. So yeah, things are a bit shaky for Indian team right now because confidence is not. Uh, they couldn't retain the confidence. Their morale dampened badly because of the hit they got from the Irish cricket and England cricket in T20Is, and now Even in Test cricket, they were absolutely disastrous. Other than T20, as T20 format was the only format in the recent times in which they were showing great consistency under the supervision of Surya Kumar Yadav. But Surya is no more with Indian cricket. They stick to Iyer. Subscribe. Umar Zahir signing off.